In early March 2022, visitors at Nikko National Park in Japan stumbled upon a shocking sight. A massive volcanic boulder, known as the Sessho-seki, or the Killing Stone, had split clean in half. For centuries, legend claimed this stone imprisoned the spirit of Tamamo no Me, a mythical nine-tailed fox who disguised herself as a beautiful woman. The tale says as she attempted to assassinate Emperor Toba in the 12th century, but when her deception was exposed, she was struck down and her soul sealed within the rock. Locals believed the stone was cursed, said to emit deadly gas and kill anyone who touched it, while scientists explained the crack as the result of water freezing and expanding inside. Many feared the break symbolized the fox spirit's release. Photos of the shattered stone went viral, with some calling it a bad omen, while others saw it as a chance for renewal, that perhaps the vengeful spirit had finally been freed to do good. Whether you see it as folklore or foreshadowing, the breaking of the Killing Stone stirred ancient fears that still echo in modern Japan. But from ancient curses, let's turn to one of the most controversial moments in modern history, a mystery tied to the assassination of an American president. On November 22nd, 1963, President John F. Kennedy was shot and killed in Dallas, Texas. Officially, Lee Harvey Oswald was declared the lone gunman. But in the decades since, countless theories have surfaced, none stranger than the story of the mysterious Badge Man. In one photograph taken at the exact moment of the assassination, some observers claim to see the faint outline of a man standing behind the picket fence on the grassy knoll. His features are obscured by glare, but it looks as though he's wearing a police uniform, complete with a badge, hence the name. Conspiracy theorists argue this figure fired a shot at Kennedy, suggesting a second gunman. Some even linked the figure to Gordon Arnold, a soldier who claimed he was on the knoll that day, confronted by a police officer who confiscated his camera. Others speculated that Badge Man was Dallas police officer J.D. Tippit, who was killed by Oswald an hour after the assassination, but no evidence ever tied him to the scene. Skeptics dismiss the figure entirely, calling it nothing more than a visual illusion, random shadows forming a shape our brains interpret as a man. To this day, the image remains one of the most debated photographs in history. Was it proof of a second assassin, or just a trick of light and shadow? And finally, we move from conspiracy to pure mystery, the eerie disappearance of 3 lighthouse keepers off the coast of Scotland. It was December 26, 1900, when a supply ship arrived at the Flannan Isles off the coast of Scotland. The crew expected to see 3 lighthouse keepers waiting at the dock. Instead, the island was silent. When relief keeper Joseph Moore went ashore, he felt an overwhelming sense of dread. The lighthouse door was ajar, a chair had been knocked over, and a meal sat half-eaten on the table. Beds were unmade, and one of the men's heavy coats was still hanging inside, strange for the middle of winter. The 3 men, James Duckett, Thomas Marshall, and William MacArthur, had vanished. Logs left behind revealed unsettling entries. Marshall described storms worse than anything he had ever seen, while Ducat grew unusually quiet, and MacArthur, known for being tough, was reportedly in tears. On December 15th, the final entry read, "Storm ended. Sea calm. God is over all." Yet weather records from the mainland showed no storms in the area during that time. The leading theory is that the men were swept away by a rogue wave while trying to secure equipment near the cliffs. But many believe something stranger happened. In later years, replacement keepers swore they heard ghostly voices calling out the missing men's names across the windswept island. The mystery of the Flannan Isles Lighthouse has never been solved, leaving behind one of maritime history's most haunting legends. From cursed stones and presidential conspiracies to 3 men who vanished without a trace, the last 3 cases remind us that not all mysteries can be neatly explained. Some remain forever etched in legend, conspiracy, or chilling uncertainty.